Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to our Google Hangout celebrating Career and Technical Education Month. Tonight we have the national presidents from many career and technical student organizations, and we're all really excited to be here. While you're tuning in, we want you to use the hashtag CTSO. We want you to use this to spread the word about things you like about your CTSO, what you're hearing tonight in the Hangout, and we'd love to share some of those. To start out, I'd love to introduce everyone we have here. We have many CTSOs, and I'll start with BPA. Lindsay Robinson is the post-secondary national president of Business Professionals of America. She's in her second term and attends St. Aslam College in New Hampshire, where she majors in politics. From FBLA-PBL, we have Donnie Iorio. Donnie is the national president of Phi Beta Lambda, the college division of FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America. He served on the FBLA national level as the 2010-2011 FBLA Southern Region Vice President. In this year he attends the University of South Carolina. From FCCLA, we have Elliot Johnson. Elliot serves the Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America as national president this year. He attends Brookings High School in South Dakota. From FEA, we have Sarah Nicholas. Sarah is the national president of Future Educators Association. She is a freshman at Brigham Young University in Salt Lake City, Utah, and is majoring in secondary math education. From HOSA, we have Antonio Hernandez. He's the national president of HOSA, Future Health Professionals. He is very excited to be here with us tonight. And from SkillsUSA, we have Ben Morris. From TSA, we have Dhruv Pillai. Dhruv is the national president of TSA, and we are very happy to have him here. My name is Morgan Thompson, and this year I'm serving as national president of DECA. I graduated from Fargo North High School in North Dakota last year and have a year off of college this year to serve as national president. Like we said, we're really excited that all of you could join us for tuning in for this Hangout tonight, and we are really happy you're here. Tonight we are missing FFA, Future Farmers of America, and SkillsUSA, but we'd like to tell you a little bit about each of our organizations. We're going to start off speaking in alphabetical order of the CTSOs that are here, and so first we're going to hear a little bit about BPA.
Hi everyone, it's my pleasure to be on this call tonight. So I'll start with the mission statement of Business Professionals of America, which is to contribute to the preparation of a world-class workforce through the advancement of leadership, citizenship, academic, and technological skills. The theme for this year is Uncover Your Magic, and we have about 50,000 members from across the country. Some of the major highlights that BPA prides themselves on is that our national conference is going to be in Orlando, Florida this year. The national officer team recently traveled to Orlando in January to start planning the conference, and we had a blast, and we cannot wait for our nationals in a couple of months. Right now we're just gearing up for nationals. We have a lot of major and exciting opportunities for students. We're doing a BPA's #1 fan contest on social media. We actively stay in contact with our members through social media, and we're getting a lot of responses from students and advisors from there. Some opportunity deadlines that we have coming up is our scholarship program that we offer to students, as well as our BPA Cares and our Torch Awards. Something that we started last year, which was the first ever Walk for Special Olympics for Business Professionals of America. It took place at our national conference in Chicago, and we raised over $10,000 for Special Olympics. Special Olympics is our national service project. Well, Chain of Love is our national service project. This year we are going to have a student marketplace at our national conference where students can showcase their talents, their businesses, as we have many young entrepreneurs that are members of BPA. And last year we also started a college career fair, which was a huge success, and we'll be continuing again this year in Orlando. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Next we're going to hear from FCCLA with Elliot.
Hey everyone, Like they said, I'm with FCCLA. For those of you that don't know, our mission statement is to promote personal growth and leadership development, specifically through family and consumer sciences. So the mission of FCCLA is to specifically focus on that family and hopefully gain better understanding of how you can grow stronger ties with families in your state and across the nation as well. The theme this year for our national conference is actually in Nashville, Tennessee. So the theme is Discover Your Voice. And so we actually are shooting to get 7,000 members there this summer, which is going to be awesome. And that'll be a fun time as well. So right now we're at about 200,000 members, which is great. And the goal for 2013 is actually to get 213,000 members. So we actually launched a new campaign, membership campaign this year called iRecruit. So we're underway with that, and we're hoping that we can get 213,000 members, as is the plan. Some of the major highlights this year, we have cluster meetings every November that happen in 3 different areas throughout the United States. This year they were in Indianapolis, Indiana, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and one in Reno, Nevada as well. So we had over 5,000 members attend all of those as well. So we have a lot of strong members who come out and support as well. And some of the things we're doing on social media is trying to get our name out there. So we're doing a social media run and a campaign trying to get 12,000 likes on Facebook. So here's my plug for that. If you're not friends with us on Facebook, find our national Facebook page at National FCCLA, Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. And heck, might as well follow us on Twitter as well. So that's the plug right there for that social media, doing my justice right there. But other than that, there's a lot of exciting things going on, and that's my report for FCCLA. So I highly encourage checking it out and seeing what you can do to get some stronger ties in your family unit at home and in your state.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Elliot. Next, we're going to go to Sarah, who's going to tell us a little bit about FEA.
Hi guys, so as she said, I'm Sarah, and I am the International President of the Future Educators Association. And our mission statement is to foster the recruitment and development of prospective educators worldwide through the dissemination of innovative programming and relevant research. So our theme for this year is Encourage, Engage, Inspire. And we have nearly 12,000 members, which includes the students and their teaching advisors. And coming up in April, we have our annual FEA conference, and it's also going to be in Orlando this year. And at our conference, all the FEA members that like to come can participate in workshops and competitions that are based on the education and training cluster of the CTE programs.
Very cool. It sounds like all the CTSO are going to be hanging out in Orlando this year. Next, we're going to hear about HOSA.
Hi, I'm Antonio Hernandez. I'm the National President-elect for HOSA, and I'm currently attending Stanford University pursuing a degree in economics while on the pre-med track. The mission statement of HOSA is to enhance the delivery of compassionate quality health care by providing opportunities for knowledge, skill, and leadership development of all health science technology education students, therefore helping students to meet the needs of the healthcare community. This year, our theme for our national conference is HOSA, Build a Better You. We have nearly 150,000 members and over 2.1 million alumni, and I'm excited to report a lot of great advancements that we have made this year as a national officer team. Recently, HOSA has undergone a branding change, and while we used to refer to ourselves exclusively as HOSA, we now refer to ourselves as HOSA, Future Health Professionals. We feel that this branding now fully encompasses what we represent and the mission we are trying to move forward. I'm proud to say that our organization has continued with membership growth, and we have started a new partnership with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. This year, our national conference will be in Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm excited to say that we've done a lot of exciting work in social media, trying to generate a lot of buzz and a lot of different publicity through social media, as well as by increasing the amount of real-world interactions. We've had a lot more national officers travel around the country this year, and it's been doing us a lot of great work as we've seen more connections through social media and more person-to-person connections. And so that's my report for HOSA, Future Health Professionals.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Antonio. Like he mentioned, social media has gotten really big among all the CTSOs. So if you're listening tonight, be sure to tweet us, #CTSO. Tell us what you like, what you love about your CTSO. Next, we're going to hear from Donnie Iorio about FBLA and PBL.
Thanks, Morgan. I actually just went through and liked everyone's Facebook and followed them on Twitter if you mentioned it so far. So definitely encourage you to do that. My name is Donnie Iorio. I represent Future Business Leaders of America, Phi Beta Lambda. We are the largest business student organization in the world, and our mission statement is to bring business and education together in a positive working relationship through innovative leadership and career development programs. This year, we're excited to boast the theme Igniting Innovation. So we are truly hoping to ignite the innovation and ignite a spark in all of our members from around the country. As far as the size of our organization, you have to understand that we have 4 different divisions. So between the middle level division, which caters to middle school students, high school division, which is our largest division, the collegiate division, Phi Beta Lambda, and then also our professional division, catering to alumni and also professional business leaders throughout the country, we have over 250,000 members. Some great highlights for this year is we have had an increase in membership, and we also had our great fall conferences. Our National Fall Leadership Conference is what we like to call them. We had 3, one in Indianapolis, Denver, and Charlotte. And they truly a great time that we got to meet our members, see what innovative ideas they had for the year, and then also it's going to all culminate this summer in Anaheim, California for our National Leadership Conference. We're also extremely proud to be partnered with the March of Dimes. They are a national philanthropic organization, national service partner, and FBLA-PBL actually was awarded from March of Dimes, the largest youth partner in terms of fundraising this year again. So we're really glad to keep that going and working with such a great organization. We've also received a Google grant this year in excess of $120,000, so that's something that our teams are all very excited on, and we've definitely been utilizing the social media in terms of Facebook and Twitter, trying to really touch with our members, but also we recognize that FBLA-PBL is a professional organization, and so we've really taken a stance on LinkedIn as well, and getting our members connected in LinkedIn and teaching the value how this social media platform can actually help them get jobs later on. And we're really just excited to continue igniting innovation within our members for this year with communication, be it on social media, and then also we're doing these wonderful Google Hangouts between us, but every month our officer teams do a public Google Hangout where members can ask interactive questions, and then every quarter our national presidents actually provide an address to the nation via Google Hangout. So we're just really excited to keep the momentum going and continue to ignite the innovation until we get to Anaheim this year.
Awesome. I have to say, I love your theme, Igniting Innovation. I heard it and I thought it was very cool. So keep up the awesome work. Next, we're going to hear from Ben at SkillsUSA.
How's it going, everyone? This year, our mission statement, or our core statement, is SkillsUSA is a partnership between students, teachers, and industry working together to ensure that America has a skilled workforce. SkillsUSA helps each student excel. This year, we're really excited about our theme, which is SkillsUSA Champions at Work, prepared with the skills America needs. And that'll be our theme for our national conference this year, which will be held in Kansas City, Missouri. Right now, or last year's numbers for our membership were 330,000 members nationwide. So far, the totals aren't finished yet for our members, so we hope to hit that number again this year, and we totally expect to. Some of our major highlights is, for the past couple of years, we've been working with Mike Rowe, famous for Dirty Jobs, and his Mike Rowe Works, which is an organization he started to help people that want to go into the trades industry, like all of our students who are in, career and technical education, learning those hands-on skills. So that's something we're really excited about. And a big thing we're super excited about is our SkillsUSA World Team went to the Americas competition in Brazil a few months ago, and we brought home 7 different medals. So we're really excited about that.
Very cool. That sounds so awesome. Next, we're going to hear Dhruv at TSA.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me again. My name is Dhruv Pillai, and I'm the National President for the Technology Student Association. Our mission statement is the Technology Student Association fosters personal growth, leadership, and opportunities in technology, innovation, design, and engineering. Members apply and integrate science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, so that would be STEM, concepts through co-curricular activities, competitive events, and related programs. So obviously we're a competition-based organization where middle and high school students compete against each other in various competitive events, spanning the whole expanse of technology. So we generally go from kind of standard technology events like structural engineering, where you're designing a bridge to be tested and to test how much weight it can hold, all the way to the realm of public speaking and fashion design. So I think we really do cover the whole spectrum. Our theme this year is Tradition of Excellence. And obviously we have lots of focus on our competitive events, but I'd like to think that we also have a pretty strong focus on service. We have a national service partner in the American Cancer Society, and every year we make it a goal for our chapters in our states to raise as much money as they can for the American Cancer Society. Our national conference this year is going to be in Orlando, so we will be joining all the other CTSOs there, and we hope to hit about 200,000 members this year, with about 5,000 attending our conference. Some of the biggest changes that have happened in TSA this year, we received a grant from the Army to actually run several programs during the summer in several universities around the United States that promote engineering to students that might not have had an opportunity to be experienced with and to be exposed to engineering before college. So this program is for high school students, and they go to these 6-week or 4-week programs, and they're exposed to engineering, and many of them have given us very, very positive feedback that this has inspired them to pursue a career in this field. TSA has also recently started administering the Junior Solar Sprint program, which is a program for 8th graders and under, and they investigate ways to harness solar energy in order to construct this car. So those are kind of the areas that we're most proud of this year, because they're fairly new for TSA. They're not specifically under the TSA competitive event and under those national conferences, but they're now under our umbrella, and we're very proud of that.
Very cool. Thanks so much for sharing, Dhruv. Just to say, I would love to give a shout out to all the people who have been tweeting with the hashtag CTSO. My phone has literally been blowing up while I've been on this Hangout, so keep up the awesome work, guys. We love seeing what you have to say about our Hangout and about your CTSOs. Now I'm going to share a little bit with you about DECA. DECA is an organization that prepares emerging leaders and entrepreneurs in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management in high schools and colleges across the globe. We have over 180,000 members internationally, and our theme for this year has been Thrive. We've really had a lot of fun with this theme because you can really take it a bunch of different ways. And we like to say that DECA helps our members thrive because it gives our members opportunity to improve themselves and become better. And we like to think of Thrive as not ever stopping and always working harder to be better. Our International Career Development Conference is taking place in Anaheim this year, where we'll host about 15,000 students who will come to compete in marketing-related events, from public relations projects to community service projects to business plans and pretty much everything in between with business and marketing. We got some exciting news today. I just heard from my advisor that we just got a chapter that reached 1,000 members in their school alone. So that was some exciting news, and that is a little bit for you about DECA. Next, we're going to share what career and technical education and our CTSO has done for ourselves as officers and how it has affected our future. So we're going to start with Lindsay, and she's going to share a little bit about what BPA has done for her.
Well, hello again, everyone. It's safe to say that Business Professionals of America has truly changed my life in more ways than one. I joined BPA as a sophomore in high school because I had a fear of speaking in front of people, and my teachers knew that I wanted to pursue a career in politics, and when I was younger I wanted to be the first female president of the United States. So I joined BPA, and I attended my first national conference in Reno, Nevada, and I'm still friends with the people that I met 6 years ago today. I ran for national officer. I served as the national secondary treasurer, and I'm in my second term as a national post-secondary president. But I actually was in D.C. 2 days ago with student body presidents from across the country. I was just elected to my second term as a student body president here at St. Anselm College, and I met 2 students who were BPA members. One was a BPA member when I was a member, and one a couple years prior, and we both got to reminisce about the days of BPA when we were much younger and how it has changed our lives in more ways than one. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for BPA. I'm no longer afraid to speak in front of people. I don't get nervous as I travel the country speaking in front of thousands of people. But the friends that I've made have been truly amazing. I mean, I have friends as far as Alaska, and I'm so grateful for that. The members of BPA are truly amazing people, very inspirational, and I'm lucky to represent such great people.
Awesome. Donnie, would you tell us a little bit about what FBLA-PBL has done for you in your future?
Sure. I definitely think FBLA-PBL has shaped who I am today. I got involved with it, as this freshman going into high school, and when they had the big poster of all the organizations, I saw Future Business Leaders of America, and I was telling my parents, what should I join? And they were, you need to go for that one. So that's kind of where it all began, and from there, just kind of grew in the chapter. We were a brand new chapter, and it continued to grow. Got to work a lot with my advisor, who's I'm still really close with today, but it's just grown to something so large. I've gotten to run for state office, national office in high school, and then after I did 4 years of FBLA, and that was really who I was, I had to come to university and kind of redefine who I was again. And from here, I was making new connections, got involved with student government, but also worked on recreating that FBLA in college, Phi Beta Lambda, and worked up and actually got to run and be elected national president. It's definitely been something that's changed my life, and it's something that I think I'll have a hard time if I have to go a year without it, which I don't anticipate. But what's so great about this organization are the connections you make, the friends you make across the country. It's so cool because I do have to travel a lot in my position. And it's really great when I get to go someplace and I always know someone where I'm traveling. And the connections that I make, be it my advisor from high school or board members from our organization and national levels, to you guys, other national presidents with other CTSOs, it just really changes your life. And with a CTSO, if you are, just a competitor and you are going to do accounting, you're getting that out-of-classroom experience, which is just so important. And I think we all can agree that out-of-classroom experiences is what makes CTSOs so great. But then also, you're able to speak in front of other people. Something that I could have never gotten from a classroom was the ability to speak in front of 10,000 people. So I have to thank CTSOs for a lot of who I am today.
Awesome. Antonio, will you share a little bit about what...
Yeah, sure. So I joined HOSA my freshman year of high school, and have since rose through the various leadership roles. Actually, my first year that I ran for chapter president, I lost that election. But I took that as an opportunity to grow, and by staying involved in HOSA, I was able to rise up and serve 2 years as a high school chapter president before serving as a California state president of HOSA. And then I just recently became the national president-elect. As a member of HOSA Future Health Professionals, I've gained so much confidence, communication techniques, and networking skills that I feel comfortable in any professional environment. I used to be a really shy kid, the kid in the corner that would just kind of be there. But through HOSA, I've gained my understanding of the workings of organizations and been able to bring these ideas and these concepts to other things in my life. But one of the things that I hold really dear about HOSA is that it's taught me personal discipline that I've been able to apply to my life. I am personally healthier, more academically sound, and more professionally reliable. Being involved in an organization that's so focused on healthcare taught me to introspect on my life. And while I used to be severely overweight as a kid in high school, being in HOSA helped me keep focus and strive and lose the weight in order to be healthy. And so that's one of the things that I absolutely love about what HOSA has taught me. It's always taught me to build a better me. But most of all, my favorite thing about HOSA is the members and the amazing friendships that I make. And no one can take away those friendships and those connections that you make. All over the United States, there are friends, there are people that I might even venture to call family because we've grown so close through this shared connection in this organization. Our members inspire me each and every day to strive to grow better, to build a better me. And they really are the true future.
Very cool. Thanks so much for sharing. And I think all of us can definitely agree that we've kind of become a family within our different CTSOs, and our members inspire us every day. And it's just so cool that we get to lead these amazing organizations and get to see all the cool things that these amazing members get to do. Next, Sarah, we'd love to hear a little bit more about FEA and what it has done for your future.
All right, perfect. So I am one of those crazy people, and I've known what I wanted to be since I was really little, and I knew I always wanted to be a teacher. But it wasn't until I got to high school that I realized there was actually an organization at the international level that supported people like me that wanted to be an educator. And I really feel like it's helped me reach my potential, that I can become the best teacher I can be. And in the fall, I got to attend the National Teacher of the Year ceremony at the White House. I was able to actually be inside the White House as they presented the award, and that was a really neat experience. And then I also got to meet with past Teachers of the Year and also other heads of education across the nation that really helped change my perspective of what education can do. I also, it's just as this position has just really opened my eyes at the difference that I will be able to make in the lives of children, and I just cannot wait to progress more and to further my work here at BYU to become a teacher.
Thanks so much, Sarah. Dhruv, can you share a little bit about your impact and experience with CTSOs? Dhruv, can you turn on your microphone? Perfect. Thanks.
I joined TSA in 7th grade, actually at the behest of one of my close friends. So you could almost say that it was by accident. But you know, it was definitely one of the best accidents that's ever happened to me. I think it impacted me in two ways, both personally and kind of on a professional level, looking towards my future. Obviously, I'm echoing some of the comments made earlier, but TSA provided an outlet for learning public speaking and practicing that in front of large audiences, and so I think I've grown to be a little bit more comfortable with public speaking, which is obviously a skill that you're able to cultivate in few other places than in these CTSOs. And in the second regard, it exposed me to the field of technology. Obviously, that's kind of where we focus our energies. So it exposed me to the field of technology and specifically the issues that arise with many technological initiatives, both in the past and future. And so it's provided me with this outlet to conduct more research into such technologies as energy and alternative energies, traditional energies. And that's actually, I think, where I'll end up in terms of my career. I'd love to be able to work in the energy industry and be part of our future energy system. And I really do credit that to TSA, because without TSA I wouldn't have had the opportunity and had a reason to research many of the issues that arise with current energy usage, and I really do credit TSA with all of that.
Thanks. Ben, will you share a little bit about how SkillsUSA has impacted your life and your experience with it?
I would love to. Well, I kind of fell into SkillsUSA about 6 years ago back in high school because I was that really nerdy, introverted computer nerd that just didn't really get along with a whole lot of people. I wasn't really the person you want to sit next to on the school bus. And so naturally I joined a computer programming class, and that's where I found SkillsUSA. And luckily I was able to have the opportunity to become a state officer in high school, and it totally changed everything. I went from somebody who couldn't speak in front of 12 people to somebody who feels confident in any professional setting, talking in front of anybody. And I, again, was able to use my experience in SkillsUSA when I started college. I'm sure all of us had those, nervous knees the first couple days, not quite knowing what to do in school. because we just went from high school to college. It's nerve-wracking, right? And luckily, I was at a school with the SkillsUSA program on the college level, and I was able to find a whole group of people who had the same passions as me and interests as me, which happens to be automotive now. I traded in my screwdrivers for wrenches, and it's just been a great experience. I've just been able to transform myself, and I know that it's been true for a lot of our members. It just gives you kind of a safe place to be in the areas you enjoy, because we do encompass so many types of trades. We have cosmetology, automotive, computer maintenance, nursing, pretty much anything you can do with your hands that don't quite fall under your guys' umbrella would fall under ours.
Very cool. And for me, CTSOs have given me such a more broad view of education, because it has brought, like you guys have said, so much hands-on learning into education. And through my experience in marketing, I was able to work on a business plan, and through working on that, I brought in the writing skills I learned from English, presentation skills I learned, my math skills on how to balance a budget, and it brought together my entire learning experience, which was really rare for me, because school wasn't exactly something that it always clicked, like, when am I going to use this in the real world? And through career and technical education, I just found that so easily. It was so easy to make that connection and see how I'm always going to use this in my future and how applicable it really is. And what DECA has really given me, it's given me the opportunity to grow and challenge myself. And at first it kind of scared me, because I didn't want to challenge myself as much as I knew I was going to have to, being involved in this organization, if I wanted to continue to grow. And those are skills that I'll take with me through the rest of my life, whether it's being a businesswoman, being a leader, really anything, to be able to push myself and always try to grow and be better. Next, we want you guys to share with us in about a minute what your favorite part of your CTSO is. And Lindsay, we'll start with you again.
Wow, that question is a fully loaded one, and it's really hard to answer. I'll get it in a minute, so I want to do my best. Like I said, BPA has changed my life. I mean, I've really enjoyed traveling the country, meeting people from all over. I've served as a national officer now for 3 years. I was a state officer for 2 years as well. So as long as I've been in BPA, I've been in an officer position. And it is a lot of work. I think I can speak for all of the CTSOs here today that it takes over our life, and it's basically a full-time job. So I don't do it for me by any means. It's not glorifying in any way, but I do it for the members and the organization. BPA has given me so much. I am the person I am today because of it. I've grown into the leader that I want to be, and hopefully I can make an impact in the members' lives and the future of this country, as our generation is what is going to be in charge of the country's future. So definitely, for me, it's the membership. I mean, helping people through their competitive events, helping them grow as students, as individuals, as leaders, has been personally a rewarding experience.
Thanks. Next, let's hear from Antonio about what his organization has done for him.
Well, it's hard to choose one part that is my favorite, but again, the members are first and foremost my favorite part of the organization. And more specifically about that, something I really enjoy is that we are an all-healthcare organization, and many students come in here thinking that they want to go into healthcare, and the marvelous thing is that a lot of them find out that healthcare isn't something they want to do. But what amazes me even further is that these students stay in HOSA. They love it for the connections that they have, for the leadership that they develop, and for their love of science in general, and for their love of that field. They might know that as a career choice they don't want to go into healthcare, but there's something about HOSA that keeps them there. And to see that kind of dedication from the members is something truly inspiring, and that's one part that I truly cherish.
Thanks. Ben, will you share with us a little bit about what SkillsUSA has done for you and your favorite part about it?
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, because we have so many different fields, it allows you to find people who enjoy the exact same things as you. But with that said, I mean, I also was serving as the National College Post-Second Year President. I'm a state officer trainer for the high school division. And my favorite part is seeing the students who are great at working with their hands. They're amazing welders, amazing technicians, whatever, but they don't want to speak in front of somebody. And SkillsUSA kind of forces them to do that And as much as they curse it, they are way better at those soft skills by the end of our competitions than they were when they started. And that's really my favorite part about it, is because you get to see that in people who are 16, and I've seen it in people who are 45.
Thanks. Dhruv, will you share a little bit about your favorite part about TSA?
Yeah, I think, other than the members and the fact that I've obtained some serious and significant personal development from TSA, I think my favorite part is the sense that that we are looking towards the future, and that the things that we do in TSA now while we're in middle and high school will kind of manifest themselves later on when we are choosing our careers. And I'd like to believe that TSA is making a difference in its members' lives, and is convincing them to pursue technological careers, and inspiring them to kind of continue this tradition that we have in keeping with our theme this year. And I think my favorite part about it is the sense of future and the sense of purpose that we do obtain from it.
Thanks. That is an awesome reason to love TSA. Donnie, I have a question for you. What is your favorite part about FBLA-PBL?
Well, of course the members is definitely my favorite part, but if we have to be more specific, I would definitely say our conferences. And the reason why is because that is kind of the pinnacle of the organization. That is when you see your members and you're really able to interact with them. You're able to ask what they're passionate about, what they're working on. You're able to work and compete against 10,000 other people in the country in the best of your competitions. You're able to fundraise for our philanthropic organizations. It's kind of the pinnacle, the capstone of our organization where everything comes together. And one thing that I would say is my officer team hears it a lot, is don't forget your roots. Because I'm in the collegiate division, but working with the high schoolers too and attending some of their conferences is truly one of my favorite parts of this organization. And the reason why is because I was them 6 years ago. I was them not knowing how to talk in front of a room of 10 people, and to see the progression that they make over their years is just something that I find really inspiring. So working with the membership is number one, but working with them one-on-one in a personal setting, like at one of our national leadership conferences, is the pinnacle for me of FBLA-PBL.
Thanks, Donnie. Next, we're going to hear from Elliot. What's your favorite part about FCCLA?
Awesome. Well, I think I'd like to echo what everyone else has said, because I think it's all valid points. But I think FCCLA for me has taught me a lot about servitude, and I think that's something I've valued for the past 4 years of high school. Just the privilege of giving back to my community and serving communities across the nation is something that I value, hold dear to my heart, because I think FCCLA has taught me the value behind family and giving back to those who have served me for the past 18 years of my life. So I think I really appreciate FCCLA for that. And of course, like every other CTSO, it's taught me those 21st century skills, I think, that are really valuable for when we become adults ourselves, like Lindsay said, and when we become those people who lead the country. So I think on behalf of all the CTSOs, it's those soft skills that we need for our futures that we've been able to get from our organizations. And of course the members, like everyone else has said, you can't have a great organization without all our great members from across the nation. So I have to give a shout out to them as well. So definitely the community service background from FCCLA and all those great members we see year after year coming back for more.
Thanks, Elliot. Sarah, you and I are kind of lucky. We've had a while to think about this question. Can you share with us what your favorite part about FEA?
Absolutely. So, excuse me. I just love like everyone said, the members and the conferences, and especially because teaching is my passion, and I've always wanted to be a teacher, but especially when I would start telling people, oh, I want to be a math teacher, they're always like, why would you want to do that? So it was great to go to a conference and see thousands of students like me who also wanted to be teachers and love teaching and education. And I also loved that the CT and CTSO programs let me in high school actually take a class as part of my schedule where I'd get to go out to schools nearby and help teachers in the classroom, help kids learn to read, help PE teachers teach kids how to play games. And it was awesome to see what it would be like in an everyday situation for me as a future career. And it was great that it really solidified that this is what I wanted to do with my life. So I absolutely loved that.
Thanks. And for myself, serving as national president this year, it has been so fun connecting with members, and I can easily say it's the members of our organization that make it unique. I mean, we're business students, and we're so driven about our future to work hard and to make it to that next level. And something that I really appreciate about DECA is our leadership structure and how it starts off at the chapter level, and you're a normal chapter member just in school doing your thing, and then you make it to the state level, and you're at this conference, and you're competing to make it to the international level. And before you know it, you're doing all these things nationally and internationally, and it's so cool to be a part of an organization that you can get to that highest level and be a part of that. And because that structure has so much room for growth, we're always working harder and trying to get to that next level. And I think our International Career Development Conference, like I said, is in Anaheim that summer, is such a great representation of what DECA is and all these students that are always striving for success. Well, that is all we have for the night. I'd like to thank all of our panelists and national officers for being on. I know it's an honor just to be on a Google Hangout with you all. So thank you so much for being a part of this. These officers spend so much time giving back to their CTSO, and a lot of people don't understand how much it means to us to be able to share these experiences and share what it has done for us. So we would all, I think, like to say thank you to our members and to our great organizations for letting us serve you and continuing to do a great job to help our members grow. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but February is Career and Technical Education Month. So this whole hangout was in honor of Career and Technical Education Month. Hopefully you learned something new about a different organization and maybe gain some knowledge for why your organization is so great. That's all we have for tonight. Thanks for tweeting #CTSO, and we'll see you another time. Thank you.
Thank you.